So, what happens when a country decides to spend over $2 billion on a fleet of new fighter jets? Well, today we're diving into exactly that. Bangladesh is making a massive military purchase, and believe me, it's about way more than just new hardware. It's about shaking up the entire strategic map of Asia.
Let's just start with the number that's got everyone talking. $2.2 billion. That's not just pocket change for an upgrade. That's the kind of money you spend when you're looking to build an entirely new air defense capability, pretty much from the ground up.
So, the big question is, what exactly does $2.2 billion get you in the high-stakes world of military aviation? The interim government has basically signed the check, but it's the shopping list itself that tells a really fascinating story about their ambitions.
Okay, so this all kicked off just last month. The head of Bangladesh's Air Force, Air Chief Marshal Hassan Mahmud Khan, made a huge announcement. He said the government gave its in-principle approval. Now, what that really means is they've officially hit the big green button to start this massive procurement process.
And just look at what's on the table here. This isn't just about buying a few new planes and calling it a day. No, they are acquiring a whole ecosystem. We're talking up to 20 advanced combat jets, brand new missile defense systems, and the long-range radar you need to see threats coming from miles away. And that $2.2 billion price tag? It covers the whole shebang, training, spare parts, everything, all spread out over a pretty manageable 10-year payment plan.
Now here's where it gets really interesting. The official announcement was super careful not to name a specific aircraft, but if you read between the lines and look at the high-level meetings that have been happening, all signs are pointing to one jet in particular, China's J-10CE, which has the awesome nickname, the Vigorous Dragon.
And let's be absolutely clear about this. This is a huge jump in technology for the Bangladesh Air Force. A 4.5 generation fighter is just packed with advanced electronics, putting it right on the cusp of being a full-on stealth aircraft. I mean, going from their current planes to the J-10CE, it's like ditching an old dial-up modem for a fiber optic connection. It is a genuine generational leap that completely changes the game.
So what makes it such a game changer? Well, it's all about the tech. The J-10CE comes with an ASA radar. That's a super advanced system that can track a whole bunch of targets with incredible precision. You add in modern data links for communication and these powerful long-range missiles, and you've got one seriously capable fighter. Its reputation was really cemented during the 2025 India-Pakistan conflict, where Pakistani J-10s apparently performed incredibly well.
And hey, this isn't just a marketing spin. Experts like Brendan Mulvaney over at the China Aerospace Studies Institute are confirming it. He calls the J-10C a modern and fairly capable aircraft, and he warns that Chinese military exports are now a genuine force to be contended with.
But that brings up the big question, right? Why spend over $2 billion now? Well, the answer really lies in the state of their current Air Force. The need for this upgrade isn't just about strategy, it has become a matter of urgent necessity. I mean, the contrast here could not be more stark. It's night and day. Right now, their fleet is relying on these obsolete Chinese F-7s, which are basically souped-up Soviet designs from the 1950s, and some aging Russian MiG-29s. These things aren't just old, they're known for being accident-prone. This purchase literally swaps a huge liability for a modern, capable, and frankly, a much safer platform. And this isn't just some abstract technical problem. This has a very real, very tragic human cost. The danger of flying this old fleet became horrifyingly clear this past July when an F-7 actually crashed into a college campus in Dhaka, killing an estimated 36 people. I mean, after an event like that, modernization isn't really a choice anymore, is it? It's an absolute necessity.
Okay, so let's zoom out a bit, because this deal is about so much more than just replacing some old planes. A purchase of this size is a major geopolitical statement, and it's sending ripples far beyond Bangladesh's borders. So let's break down those ripple effects. For starters, Pakistan already flies J-10s. This deal means India will now be effectively surrounded by this particular Chinese fighter on its western, northern, and eastern borders. It also dramatically deepens Bangladesh's military ties with Beijing, especially after recent deals for Chinese-made tanks and submarines. Now, this is all part of Bangladesh's Big Forces Goal 2030 plan, but it's a bold move that definitely risks complicating its relationships with Western powers.
So, what's the big takeaway here? When we strip away all the technical jargon and the billion-dollar price tags, what does this deal really mean?
Ultimately, it boils down to this. Bangladesh isn't just buying jets, it's buying strategic relevance.
This is a very public declaration of its intention to become a modern military power, and it's choosing China as its #1 partner to help it get there. It's a strategic pivot you can literally see and measure in military hardware.
And that leaves us with a really fascinating question for the future, doesn't it? As more and more nations look to modernize their militaries, are they going to increasingly turn to Beijing instead of traditional Western suppliers? This $2 billion deal in Bangladesh, it might just be a blueprint for a whole new era of global arms sales and alliances, and we're all just going to have to wait and see how it plays out.